Hello guys, welcome back. It's Illogical as always, and I'm going to start this video off by saying thank you for 300 subscribers. It is much appreciated, so it is. Other than that there, let's me introduce the Elder Goat. So yeah, this build came about because, well, I figured it was about time I turned off my emotions, turned off my honor, and just turned off my general rule set, and just decided to, well, cut loose a little bit, I suppose, was the general idea of it. You'll notice that I've even got my buffs blurred out as well. The reason for that purely is I do not need anybody reverse engineering this build, and nobody's getting the stats of this build. This build will live and die by my hand. Nobody's getting their hands on it, ever, so they're not. Because this build has been intricately designed in a way so it has where it just functions incredibly well. So it does so because of how well it does perform, and because of how strong it actually is. Nobody's getting it. I do not need this build running amok in PvP. If I see this build and I'm doing my weapon showcases, I'll be pissed. So I don't want to fight it. I built it and I don't want to fight it. So again, I should also apologize to everybody that did face me in the last 2 rounds of recording. I do apologize. So I do, because this build is the epitome of absolutely unfair. But on the other hand, yeah, it's the Elder Goat, and again, I'm assuming some people have already spotted the video from yesterday. So they did, where I did actually just title it The Elder Goat. So it did, and yeah, that got some very, very, very funny mixed reactions. So it did. But in saying that though, it was just one of those things. I made this build knowing exactly what kind of comments I was going to get. But at the same time, how can I explain this? The character of the build, basically, each of my characters, whenever you look at a character, it's like a reflection of the person that's using it, so to speak. Now, this is not going to be another copy and paste YouTube build because nobody's getting their hands on it. I don't need that. But no, the general point of it is I just turned off my emotions, basically. No honor code, no emotions, no nothing. This character doesn't even bow. People like to complain about me complaining about emotes at the start of the fight. It's simple honor. It's simple duel etiquette, in my opinion. But this build doesn't bow. But whenever it does make you bleed out horribly, it will do the crouch. It will do the patches crouch, just as it can watch the life leave your eyes. It will watch you as you die. That is the entire point of this build. This build is not designed to be fair. This build is not designed to be honorable. And the thing is though, I'm only using a portion of what I could use. And with this build being as unfair as it is, if I decide to use the other stuff, then the unfairness goes out the window. As says, now, I'm pretty sure everybody's probably already figured out it's a blade build. It's an arcane build. That means I have access to poison knives, pots, rot pots, frost pots, sleep pots. There's any combination of things that I could add to this build to make it even more unfair. But I decided just to take it, let's just go, right, this is me being me. This is me turning off my emotions, but to an extent I will be a little bit nice and not go full asshole, basically. But no, long story short guys, the build is, well, complete and scary. There's very little that can stand in the way of this build. Trading with it is a big no-no, because it will carve through your health bar like it is nothing, and if it scores a bleed proc, you're extra screwed. So you are. It's just this simple. It's the simplicity and the effectiveness of it. Trying to chunk it down, burst it down, ain't gonna happen. It's as simple as it can be. It's just, and I may as well say this now, I am genuinely sorry for the guys that had to actually face this monstrosity of a build. And it will never be used again. It will be set to hibernation. It'll be locked away until I'm pissed off again. And it's just a shame to think that the last thing that these duelists ever seen was this face. So guys, hope you all enjoyed, and thank you for 300 again. And guys, I shall see you all in the next video. Goodbye.